everybody. Hello, everybody. I'm so glad you're here. Today is Monday, March 22nd. I want to welcome you all here to my channel. Today we have a live virtual craft room tour with Debbie. Say hello, Debbie.
Hello. I'm closing a door because you don't need to see in there.
Debbie is so much fun. I hope you stick around. She's going to give us a tour of her crafting and art space in just a minute. Before we get started, I want to say thank you so much. If you're here live and you have questions for Debbie, if you type them in all caps, it makes it really easy for me to see your questions, and then I'll stop her and ask your questions over to Miss Debbie. And I also want to send out an invitation if you have a crafting space you would love to share here with everybody. All the ways to get in touch with me are down in the description box. Reach out, let me know that you want to share your space. We would love to see it. All right, Miss Debbie, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
What part of my life?
Let's start with the most current. Let's start there.
Okay, well, I'm 66 years old and I'm single. I'm one of those old ladies that has a dog or a cat. You could do a dog or a cat. So I live with my little corgi named Briggs, and he's hiding right now, but I'll see if I can't show him to you.
Y'all, she's getting used to switching the camera back and forth. There you go. There he is.
There. Okay.
Okay.
I keep hitting that button, but can you see him down here?
Yes, there's your baby.
Hello, Briggs. Hello, but he's like, get that thing away from my face. Well, anyway, Briggs is my buddy. And I will start. This is my door into my apartment. And I want you to see what my wonderful son-in-law made for me. It says, Honey's Home. Can you read that?
Yes, that is awesome. So,
okay,
so
he did that for a Christmas present.
Aww.
And so this is my humble abode. This is the table where the grandkids love to come and play. They have this. So I have 8 grandchildren, and there they are. They are my life, and I love them dearly. One of them got cut off there on the end, but he's there. He's there. And those are my 3 children. They're probably going to hate me for showing their high school pictures, but that's them. And you had mentioned several times, Lisa, that you started out on your dining room table. So here I am. This is where I do all my cutting, but I want to show you a neat little trick I figured out. Do you see these risers you can buy for beds?
Yes.
They work great for putting tables up on. Now you got to have another person to help you do it. I can tell you that from experience, but that's it. I love decorating in bright colors, as you can see. I just almost moved to Grenada and had that as a view. I don't know if you can see it, but there it is. So like I said, I love bright colors. They're important to me. And I also love things from other countries. This is from Africa that a friend of mine sent to me. They are missionaries there. Oh, look at that dirty rag in the corner. It's great, isn't it? Don't look at the rag.
Hold on, let me pause you right there. I just want to let everyone know, if they haven't already figured this out, you are so much fun. You're so much fun to talk to, and you're full of energy. What part of New York are you in?
Oh, well, how did you get New York?
Well, I'm reading where in New York are you? Are you in New York?
I'm in Arlington, Texas.
Arlington, Texas. Okay. Twisted Little Mama Designs. She's in Arlington, Texas.
Yes, I'm in Arlington, Texas, and I've lived there since 1966. So I've been there forever. Oh, there's Briggs. He came out. Hello. And this is something from India that I got. I don't know if y'all care about any of this stuff, but I just love it. I love the colors, and I love the fact that they come from such unusual places. That, of course, is Mexican. which is what I love. I love the Mexican design. I did all of this. I'm very proud of myself with the help of my sweet friend, Ellen. She helped me figure it out. And Martha, she finished it for me over there. So, but this is where I usually stay. This picture is actually a print, but it's from an artist. And I went to school with him and cut his hair. And now he's a famous artist over in Dallas. But that's a picture of Jesus. And I said, I have to have that. It's just lovely. It's a watercolor kind of thing. His name is Rolando Diaz. So anyway, that's my living room. I'm not going to show you that closed door over there because it's my bedroom. And then I'll show you where I hang my stuff from the Dollar Tree. I'm in my bathroom now, one bathroom, and this is just a flannel, you know, the flannel stuff. But the best thing, it won't hold anything mega heavy, but it does hold little squares, which is all about that I've been doing so far. But it's cool because I can actually leave it there overnight, come in the next day and see if I do like that design or not, and then switch it up. So that's very cool to have it where I can see it in a mirror rather than straight on, which kind of screws with my head. Okay, now we're going into, I think I've showed you everything in here that was important. We're going into let's see, it's a classroom. It's my online teaching room. It's my now sewing station. So it's a little bit of everything. But I will tell you, these shelves have been a lifesaver. Each one of these moves. You can lift it up and set it wherever you want because it has the little holes in it. And I got this at Container Store many, many years ago when my children were 4 and 5 and my son is now 41. So been with us a long time. All you do is pull them up, stack them up, and move them. They're awesome. Did I lose you?
Nope, I'm still here.
Okay,
I just have you up big. I just have you up big because if I talk, then it goes back to me and I want people to be able to see you. So I'm being quiet so it doesn't switch back and forth.
Gotcha. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Well, anyway, this is part of that. This is the back of my monitor. And then this right here is where I do all my teaching online. I have to have it where I can grab it, you know, and because I'm teaching here, I'm sitting on this cute little stool and I'm teaching. And then I have to grab something over here without looking, you know, so you're kind of doing this kind of number and not looking. And so, yeah, that's a lot of fun. Now, I do want to show you this. Oh, that's the year I started, December 2nd, 2017. And I was number 19,189 of the teachers for the company VIP Kid. So this, I know somebody was showing you the other day. This is a little dirty. But this is called Kasori. And I've had so many different, things. It comes with the mug and it comes with a lid that I don't even bother to use. It works magic. For 4 hours, I can sit there and it will keep everything hot enough to drink. I hate it when it becomes tepid. This is interesting. This comes from Japan. I know this isn't exactly craft room stuff, but it's stuff that I find fascinating. These are actual Japanese shoes that women would wear. And I'll put it down for you so you to see how small these things really are. And this was a gift for me. This is a fish and it's, hand carved. I got that down in the Caribbean. This is from where'd it go? Japan. And it was known as one of the, where are we? There we are. It's very, very old, and it's made of silver, but it's a little box that you can open. And I keep money in there to show the Chinese kids. This is very cute little teapot. It's very tiny and it's beautifully made. It comes from Singapore, but I don't know what that writing is on it. Look at that. Anybody read that? I can't. And then my little Chinese doll that I love very, very much. She's handmade, handcrafted, and who knows how many hours they spent on her, but she's just lovely. Just a lovely little doll. So there's that. Okay. Teacher Deborah. Yes, that's me. And then here's all my maps. This is what is behind me while I'm teaching. And there's the Chinese flag and the American flag. I know that China is not exactly something right now that people love, but the people are amazing. And I love my students dearly. I love their family. They are so kind and so loving. Okay, so what started me on my craft row? Whenever I was, let me flip it. Whenever I was a little girl, I lived at a summer camp. And my dad was the business manager there, and I loved crafts. I helped with crafts and did classes with crafts. So that really started me on my craft journey. And then after that, as I became an adult, you kind of lose track of time. I was also showing horses, so I didn't have a lot of time to do that. And then had kids, and I thought, I'm going to make my daughter's dresses. Well, that took a whole summer. One of my friends said, I will come to your house every Tuesday and teach you how to sew. It was just the most miraculous thing. Thank you, Brenda Trimble. So now, after the kids got a little bit older and I couldn't sew for them anymore, I started cross stitching. And this is just a few of the things. Most of the stuff I've given away, but those are little Santas. And I, every year, would get a new one. I wanted to show you this. This is my grandmother's quilt. As I'm cleaning to get ready for this thing, because I want to know how many hours everybody else has cleaned. Because let me tell you something, for this little space, I spent hours cleaning, but it looks so much better. And it's something that I really wanted to do anyway, so it worked out great. But look at this. Is that not amazing? Can you see?
Yes,
look at
it is
this.
gorgeous. Did your mother make that?
Yes, my grandmother made it, and it's just the quilt top.
Yes.
And I found that whenever I was cleaning, and I thought, I'm going to hang this up because it's just perfect.
Oh, yes.
But it is very, very, very old. I have no idea, but look at that material. Is that just not cool?
I love it so, so much. And it looks like it was probably hand done too.
Yes, it was. I'm sitting here looking at the threads. Let me see if I can find my finger. Where's my finger? Where's my finger? Oh, there we are. Finger. And you can actually see right there is some of the threads. I don't know if you can see them or not. I'm moving around too much. Yeah, but they're right in there. They're right in there.
But yeah, you can definitely tell.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm so glad you found that and you put it out to see.
Yeah. There. You can kind of see on the back. There's some, well, come on now. There. Yeah. See that?
Yeah, there you go.
So anyway, I haven't decided what to do with that, but maybe some of you can suggest some things. Here is, okay, this also acts as my guest room. So I had to buy a bed. I got rid of my old bed and had to buy a bed that would fold up nice and neat. And my sweet friend Ellen says, I don't sleep on those beds. She's probably on listening right now. I don't sleep on those beds. You've got to get me a good mattress. I said, well, you got it, sister. If you want to come visit me, I'll get you a good mattress. So this thing, it will probably outlast me. It's going to be amazing. But I use this as my little station for quick. I have one of those wool mats, and I use that as now, Lisa, I tried to make one like yours that was just so cool, a little ironing mat. Okay, here it is. I'll bring it up. Yeah, it didn't. It was a wah wah. It didn't work. It was a little flimsy. Didn't quite do the job. So
All right, hun. Yeah, what you need to do is you need to get a board of plywood or something that's a little bit more sturdy than that.
well,
I think you'd have better success.
I guess that's what we're gonna have to do, because that was a no.
Oh,
But anyway, I keep a fan here because I get so hot. I know probably everyone has one, but I did find online there's a little fan that you can actually plug into a USB port. So, and it's tiny. It's not very big. It's only about that big, the size of a softball. And I think for some of you who, get hot flashes and whatnot, that might be really helpful for you. You can plug it into your computer if you've got a USB port near there, or you just plug it into the wall, either one. So anyway, I did invest in one of these, best thing ever. I wanted to show you that. I also want to show y'all this. I don't know. This is, I think, pretty new on the, maybe not. It's called Block Lock. Have you ever heard of that?
I have not heard of that ruler. No, but that doesn't mean that it hasn't been out. But no, this is the first time I've seen it.
Well, I left it out because I hadn't heard anyone yet mention it in their lives, but this thing is stinking amazing. I don't know if you can see, but this is like a ditch here, right here. Can you see that?
Uh-huh.
And when you have a squares, triangles, and you've got your wonderful little, whatever you call that. What do you call that? What's that called? Help me out, Lisa.
Your seam?
Seam, yeah. Winner, you're the winner. So
I'm going to keep you like
anyway,
this for a little while.
Yeah. So this thing, actually, you set it down, it finds your seam and locks in. Do you see that?
Yeah.
I mean, that fast, and you can just run it to wherever you want this to go. Right there, and zip, you're done. And I mean, it is literally that fast.
Nice.
I know. And then you could flip it around and do it the same way, the opposite direction.
Right.
I got this on Amazon. It's called Block Lock. And I'll send you the thing and you can post it on your what's it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Work with me here.
Yeah, we'll post a link to it. And actually, I'd like to look it up myself.
It's amazing. Okay.
So that's where you do your pressing, is right on top of that station there.
Right here. Unless it's really big, like if it's my quilt, then I pull out my mother's old ironing board. Thank God I kept up with that thing. I've hauled that all over the place. That thing is so heavy, but it's solid as a rock. You ain't moving it. Okay. I love colors. I think you all have already figured that out. I went to Sherwin-Williams, and on occasion they get bundles of these in for free. We love free. Yes. And so look, you can choose your colors. Now I know you like blue, Lisa, so let's get over to some blues here. But see, purple.
Yes.
And purple.
Yes.
Oh, okay. There it is. So you can see how helpful this would be when choosing fabrics. You just take this with you, stick in your purse and go.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, she's happy about that. I'm watching your eyes. You're like, yeah, baby. Yes. This stuff is amazing. I think someone may have put that on, but it's called Precision Piecing Products.
Is that like a starch?
It's like a starch, but it has a little pin. Oops. And I'll show you that in a minute. It has a little pin, kind of like you push it down and then go right across that seam. And it's just real fast, and then stick your iron on it real fast. So it's and it's almost like a glue or something that it just, and of course it washes out. So
Wow.
it's called Acorn Precision Piecing Products.
Yes, easy press fabric treatment. Yes, you're
Yeah.
showing me all kinds of stuff I haven't seen before.
Well, I think I mentioned to you a while back in one of our conversations that I've been taking these classes from this woman who is like the queen of quilts. And she's been all around the world teaching classes. And this woman, she's probably in her 70, 75 maybe. And she's just like an encyclopedia of knowledge. So
Yes,
amazing,
she's local
amazing.
to you, and you can go there in person, right?
Oh, she gave me her personal phone number. Do you know how honored I feel?
Oh.
I haven't used it. I'm going to wait for something really, really big. Okay. Arts and crafts. I'm putting in a plug for my daughter who makes all kinds of earrings. Her name is Lizzie Lime. See the little lime? And
Yes.
she makes these, and she's just amazing. Y'all would love her. She's just like the sweetest girl ever. So I had to show y'all those.
Okay, so while you're doing the little plug for your daughter, where can we find her online? Does she have a shop online or?
Yes, Lizzie Lime, Lizzylime. Her name is Liz Franklin Green. You can find her that way too.
That's awesome. They're
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Oh yeah, and these aren't even. I mean, she made these a little smaller. She's got some bigger because a lot of them like them big.
Mm-hmm.
But is your shirt gray or gray green?
My shirt's sort of green. It's showing up a little bit more gray on the computer.
Well, that's what these are. They would look perfect for you. They're a little darker green, but those would look good on your face. Anyway, all right. So here's my wall of fame for all my family. It's everybody, and I need new pictures plugged from my kids there. Please get me some new pictures. But it says at the top, I don't know if you can read it. It says, remember, as far as anyone knows, we are a nice, normal family. I think we all have our craziness, but anyway, we try not to show all that. There's Briggs again. Say hello. My quilting with corgi friend right there. Briggs, how you doing, Briggs? You want a treat? Don't lie to me.
Please take the camera off of me.
Yes, that's where he stays all the time. Oh, all the time. Okay, so here is my baby. I think I turned her off. Sorry. She is a designer. Where is she? Sapphire 85. And she's got a really deep neck, and I don't know how deep, but she's pretty cool.
Yes, that is a nice throat space on that machine.
Throat space there. See, I don't know all the vernacular, Lisa. I'm learning, but I have this little guy. I usually keep him kind of over here, but I keep a bucket for all the little tiny scraps, and I put those over there. See, I even cleaned out my bucket.
So your machine, Debbie, that is a sewing and an embroidery machine, right?
Yes. And I forgot to tell you, this table I got out of the dumpster at the apartments, it's actually a massage table. And originally I was going to take off the padding, but I thought, no, it looks just fine. And my machine works well on there. So normally I have actually two machines, but one I had to take to the shop. It would sit right here. So I would have the embroidery machine running, and then I can sew on this machine.
Uh-huh.
So that's kind of how I have it set up.
Yes. Now I see a quilt that's folded up on top of your shelf over there.
That's what
what is that?
that's my most recent thing. I'll come to that in just a moment.
Okay, I'll be
I want
patient.
to, am I running out of time? How am I doing? I could
No,
talk
you're
forever.
good. You can slow down. You can take your time. We're here for you. We're on your time.
Wow. Oh, you should never have said that. Just kidding. Just kidding. But I do want to show you some cool little things that I have found. I got these at Dollar Tree and I haven't used them yet. Maybe somebody knows. Has anybody ever used them? They're rubberized on one side and then they are ventilated on the other side.
Oh,
Anybody? For
I
$1.
yeah, for $1, if they grab your fabric and you can move them around.
Yeah, I thought, well, I haven't tried them, so I can't really tell you that yet, but I think they're going to work just fine. They feel like they would. Another thing that's super handy dandy, and maybe some of you have seen these, they actually hold up, wait a minute, got the wrong side. They'll hold up your pen, your needle. Does everybody have one of these? See, I don't know what people do and don't have. Have you ever seen that?
Nope.
Okay, you slide it under. Let's see if I can do this for you. What, like, well, it's not up yet. Okay, put you down. Okay, so now I'm going to take out my needle. I put that right there and hold it. And then as I'm unscrewing it, which I can't show you, as I'm unscrewing it, it'll pop out and it just comes right out and it stays in the thing. Or when you're putting it back in, it really helps because it'll hold that up there instead of having, especially if you have arthritis like I do, it's really a struggle to keep that needle up and keep everything else.
Did that come with your machine or did you buy that separate?
I believe it came with the machine. I thought I may have bought it, but I believe it came with the machine. Now I'm going to show you something else that's really cool. That really cool lady that I told you about.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a magnet. Have you ever seen this?
Is that a laser or a light? Oh, it's a light.
Light. Oh, so it's a light. Let me turn it off so you can actually see it instead of blinding you. Sorry. Okay, here you see it's that kind of a light. And I also got this on our lovely Amazon.
Yeah.
Don't we love that store? It's so dangerous. But it's really cool because it has a gooseneck on it. So I can't bend it very well and it stay on, but it will bend. Let's see here. Yeah, I can't bend it and do it. But you see, you can put it wherever you need it. And frankly, my eyesight is going quickly. And this is so helpful. And not only that, it'll stick on anything. Like I have a metal lamp in my living room. Okay, don't tell anybody, but I have hairs under my chin. So this is perfect for that. Okay, shh, that's a secret. I'm going to turn this way so you can see this goes behind this little area because as you can tell, it's pretty crowded in here. But I found this at Hobby Lobby with my friend Marcia. We should not shop there together. And we found this, but it was, I said, that'll fit. She goes, are you sure? I said, you bet. That's a perfect fit. And look, I mean, I just, with inches to spare, it worked. So yes, this is a great little place. I keep just like the stuff I need immediately on this shelf. And I keep my threads up here and I love my threads. That's another whole story in and of itself. But here's one other really cool thing. And I'll turn back sideways now. Uh-oh, lost you. Are you there?
Yep, we're here.
Well, I'm glad you are because now I'm in my Ring doorbell thing. I don't know how to get out of it. Let's see if that worked. Okay. Wow. They're both blue. Okay. They're both blue. So this is something that wonderful teacher told me about. She said, go buy one of those things. And when you have a needle that's old, but it might still be useful, you put it in, you just mark this. It's got natural little markings on it. And you just do that. And you put the needles you've used in there that you think you can use again. You know, maybe you're in emergency and you just have to have it and it still works.
Right. Well, I mean, that would come in so handy for me because I don't throw away my sewing needles because they get used in my paper crafting when I sew on paper. So that's perfect for that.
That is, and you just mark it, you know, what does that say? Well, that one's blank. My grandkids have kind of played with it, so they're not exactly in order anymore. I don't really know what they are, but it looks good. So I'd have to go back and figure that out another day. Anyway, I think that's about it. Oh, I did want to show you that little pin. I think it's in here. That goes with that starch stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Here it is. You can buy the pin separately and then actually, let me move this over. Okay, so here's the stuff, Precision Piecing Products. And then this is the pin that goes with it. And it's just one of those, it's just got liquid in it. It's got a little spring inside. Now let's see if we can do this without totally messing it up. Okay. Yeah, I didn't clean it last time. Sorry. One area that did not get cleaned. Oh, well. It has this little, can you see it? It's like at an angle. Maybe I'm not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you hold it up really close, it doesn't focus, but we get the idea.
Okay, so, and you just push it down like that. And it, see how much that comes out?
Yeah.
And it just goes, and you can just kind of do that on your seam. And it is just solid. I mean, that seam lays down inside and it just is like almost no seam at all. It's beautiful.
Wow. Yeah, well, what's really nice about that is you have so much control. You're not just misting the whole block, you're really controlling where that goes. I imagine that would be great for doing turned applique too.
Oh, I bet you're right, which is something that I will figure out someday, but I'm not there yet. I started with a quilt that Lisa, I went online like everybody has and found Lisa Capen quilts and said, okay, actually what happened is I was making these lovely masks that everybody started making. And can you see me?
Nope.
Okay, well, that's because I just put you back in the thing. So hold on here. Okay, hi. Okay, started making the masks like everybody does or did. And a friend of mine down, she lives in, friend of mine lives in, lives in the apartment down there, brought to me this huge bag of squares. And I didn't know what it was. They were all, you know, nice and neat and they had a little band around them. And it was like, I don't know what to do with this. I mean, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I have no idea how many that girl gave me because they were cleaning out their garage. And she said, here, you might can use these for things. I said, okay. So one thing led to another. And I started making these little quilts. It started with my grandson, London. And I said, hey, London, pick out some of these you like. And let's see what we can do. I can do a straight stitch. And so London did. He picked out, he was my very first guinea pig. Thank you, London. And we made a quilt, just a little fun little quilt. Well, then his sister wanted one. I want one. Okay, well, that's what happened next is then Rain got one. And then of course I had to make the baby Boston one. And Then the other granddaughter, I only have two granddaughters and the rest are boys, said, well, I want one. And so I said, okay. And we started making these, just the squares, which is now transferred into just the squares, but I'm moving on to half square triangles next.
Ooh.
Yeah. But in the meantime, this is the one I'm going to try to see if you can see this. I can get far enough away. Oh, hello. Okay. All right. That's good enough. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It's just, this one is for Sutton. His birthday is April the 8th. If Kristen, you're on, don't tell him what it looks like. It's a secret. And then this is the back of it. It's just squares and they're not great, but I don't care. I've decided I don't care. So this is my first thing at quilting. Thank you, Lisa Capen, yet again, for inspiring me to try these things, right? So,
all right, before you, okay, because you just flashed it up. We didn't even get to see it really, really good. We want to see the front really good. So stand up and hold it up so we could see it really good.
Okay, let me back up. Let's see, is that far enough back?
Yeah, that's good. I just want to see some of those fabrics that you used because they were so pretty. Yes. Oh, goodness. Oh, I love it so much.
These are the squares that Sutton picked out.
They all go together so well. Look at you. Look at you. All of your points match and everything. Look at you.
Look closer.
Oh, no, that looks good to me. It looks awesome.
That's a good one. That's a rare one. But on the back, you can see I'll draw a line and then I gotta go and then go down.
I think we all do that. So you're not by yourself.
Okay, good. All right. Well, thank you for that because I was like, well, what I found out is that even though these all came from the same lady, guess what? They're not all the same size just because they came from the same lady.
Yeah. Right.
So they are a little different because they're different brands. And I don't know how to fix that, but anyway, so that's that one. And then I wanted to show you, how are we doing here?
We're doing good. You can take a deep breath.
Okay.
Do you have your blue quilt that you just finished recently? Do you have that close by?
Yes. Yes, I do. So hold on.
Okay.
I didn't show you the nightmare room, but I guess I'm going to need to do that too, huh?
Oh yeah, she has a closet that she showed me before.
Yeah, it's a hot mess, but that's okay. Now, this is the one for Tucker that I started on at Christmas. And then I thought, well, I'll give it to him for his birthday, February. And then it was like, well, we're not quite there yet. But I did finally finish it. And I thought I'm going to wait and show y'all this before I give it to him. Because I thought this last weekend was perfect. It was chilly outside. But this was one of those birthday cake things. What do you call them?
A layer cake?
Layer cake. And I just cut it like this is one square.
Yes.
Like this. You see that? So there's 4 pieces.
Right. I love the fabrics you have used in this quilt. It looks like a quilt that is so comfortable to sit under or to lay under.
And I used 80-20 cotton batting because that's what Lisa recommends. And well, I know you use other things, but
I do, but that is my favorite. That is my favorite. We all have different favorites.
Good enough for you. It's good enough for me.
I do like the 80-20. Doesn't it make a nice feeling quilt?
Oh, it's a perfect weight. Yes. It's a perfect weight. And so now that I started making the larger, see, the original ones were only about this big, Lisa. They were only, just kind of little lap quilts for kids. Well, now that I've started this, they all want the big ones. So that's why I transferred up to that. And the next one will be for Wyatt. His birthday's coming up. But then I put this on there because I tried so hard to do like your really cool thing on the jelly one you did. What's it called? Jelly.
I don't remember now, but I love the handwritten message. Lisa's asking, that's a flannel quilt, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
It's flannel. It's so nice.
Yes.
This particular, I think it's Moda flannel. And they may still have that here on their online. I know they have some others that, but their quality of material is supreme as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's fabulous. I think your friend Sandra is here, and she said Debbie also made a t-shirt quilt for her son from his collection of t-shirts as a fireman and fire chief. It was amazing, she says.
Yeah, poor Sandy. I begged her, Sandy, I have to have help. Would you please come and help me? And she did. We laid that thing out. I wish I had some of the pictures of it. It took up this entire room. It's huge, but my son is 6'5". So yeah, he's a big boy. As a matter of fact, I think I have that. Hold on. Let's get this down. Yeah. Okay. Here it is. And I can flip this and you can see it.
Oh, yes.
It's
that's a big quilt.
Lisa,
Yes.
this is all your fault.
Oh, I've been called an enabler here lately, so
Yes,
I'll take
you are
it.
an enabler. You are. But his name is Rob. And look, I went down to the Rio Grande Valley and there's a place called Robstown. I called the chief and I said, could I please have one of your t-shirts? I'll pay you. He goes, no. He said, I think that's really cool. You're going to do that for your son. He said, I'll give it to you. You just send me a picture of when you're finished. So needless to say, I did. And I sent a really nice thank you. But these were all things that he has been involved with. There's all kinds of things. He currently is the deputy fire. He was a fire chief, retired, and now he's rehired under Pantego fire chief. And these are just different things. That one you can't really read, but that right there says fire chief. But DWG was an interesting thing about that was when he was in high school. That stands for Dalworthington Gardens. And that's a little tiny community it's just kind of Arlington surrounds it. And he actually said, I'd like to volunteer there. And they said, well, we can't take anybody that's not 18 years old. So he went to the, what do you call it? The city council and stated his case. And they said, well, okay, we'll let you start this training. And so sure enough, he got to train with DWG and they were wonderful to him. And as soon as he got out of high school, they hired him, sent him to fire academy. And then not long after that, he got a job with the Lancaster Fire Department. And then it just went on from there. But he's been very smart with his career. And I'm very, very proud of him.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. And what I love about the t-shirt quilts and the memory quilts is that quilt tells such a history from him. I mean, that's such a historical document in textile form. I love it so much.
Thank you. Yeah, he told me the other day, he sent a picture of it. He was spending the night at the firehouse for some reason. I think it was during all the terrible ice storm. And he sent me a picture showing me, and it was on a twin bed and it was like hanging all over the place. And he said, Mom, I said, well, did you like it? He goes, well, I didn't want to use it. And I said, what? He said, well, I didn't want to use it. I said, you cannot hurt it. It's nothing that I couldn't fix. If it does come apart or whatever, I can fix it for you. Don't worry. Use it.
Yes, that's what I tell everybody. Use the quilts, use
I know
them.
that makes it all the better. But yeah, remember the brownie and Girl Scout patches that you did.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that probably 1,000 times.
I saw you had patches on that quilt.
I do, and I'm very proud of them because that was hard work. You see that?
Yes.
Those are actual EMS and fire and all that. And then these are yet more. I guess it's just going to be blurry. Sorry. Can't get it to.
That's okay. That's okay. We see it though. And yeah, the patches is one of the things that caught my eye the first time I got a glimpse of your quilt.
Yeah, well, thank you again, Lisa Capen. Okay, so let's see. I showed you that quilt. I showed you that. I think the only thing left is
your closet.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, bring us over to the closet.
All right, here we go. I'm going to turn you sideways at first. Wrong. Oh, that's me. Wait a minute. Hold on. Now I can't find you. Okay. Ooh, there. Okay. Now you can see where it is. So I come in here and it's a huge closet. I mean, it's deep for as far as an apartment closet goes. It's very big and I have 2 of them. Okay, this again is that shelving system that I got from Container Store. They no longer have that where you can buy it, but you can buy it online. So if anybody is interested in it, the shelving is phenomenal. You can do high, low, like I said, it lifts up. It's just, oh, that's not a very good shot. There, okay. And it's just on with these little pins. And you just move the pins up and down. Well, this thing is not cooperating. There we go. Okay. You can move the pins up and down and it just fits right in there. So, where to begin? I guess from the top to the bottom. This is for when.
Oh no, I hope we didn't lose her. We'll wait for a second because sometimes it gets caught up. I was just, while we're waiting for her to come back, I was just trying to type into Kathleen, yes, I am, when it comes to t-shirt quilting and stuff like that, I am an enabler. But I could think of so many worse things to enable people, which I've done also, but yes. And I also wanted to thank my moderators while we're waiting for Debbie to come back. Thank y'all so much for keeping an eye on the chat. Oh no, we lost her. She might pop back in. Yep, there might not be any Wi-Fi in the closet. Thank y'all so much for moderating. I'm going to wait and see if she pops back on. It certainly takes a lot of stress away from me when trying to focus on doing videos and talking with other people while they show their craft rooms and stuff. So thank y'all so much. Y'all, she is so much fun to talk to. She came in a Zoom on the Creative Crew, I guess maybe 2 weeks ago. And she was so much fun to hang around with. If y'all haven't ever checked out one of the Creative Crew Zooms that we do on Facebook, you'll have to check us out. It's a lot of fun. Laura, I forget what she said the shelf name was, but I think she got it from the Container Store. Terry, yes, I've done, oh, she's coming back. I've done lots and lots of t-shirt quilts where I didn't add sashing to them. If you're on Facebook, check out my business page. Here she comes back. And go through my photos on Facebook. I have lots of photos. Quilts without sashing. Debbie, we can't hear you. You got your microphone on mute.
Of course I do.
There you go. You came back.
Okay. I did want to show you before that It's, you know, the monitor. So I've done some things. I don't know if you can see those lines.
Miss Debbie,
Yeah,
can you hear me?
yeah.
I think your internet is, because I'm frozen and I just see your computer monitor. Are you moving around in your closet? Oh no. Oh, Kathleen, that's a good idea. While we're waiting, I think there's an internet issue. Yes, Kathleen, that's a good idea. Claire said hi to my t-shirt enabler. That's so funny. Yep, we lost her again. Maybe she'll come back and the third time will be the charm. Here she comes back. Y'all, you never know about doing the live videos. It's so unpredictable. I know when the quarantine first started and everybody got sent to work from home, my live videos were so, you just had to pray, please, Lord, let me have good internet today, because everyone was using the internet. And my lives would cut off right in the middle of trying to show y'all something. It was crazy. But you never know when you're live what's going to work and what isn't. Miss Debbie?
Okay. We're going to try something else. Hold on here.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, you can hear me now?
I can hear you now.
I'm going to do it fast.
Can you hear me now? Terry says, come back, Debbie. Aw. We'll give it just a few more minutes. Hopefully it comes back so you can see all the stuff in her closet, because we did a practice Zoom the other day. And y'all, she showed me her closet. There's so much stuff in there. Maybe she'll get her stronger internet connection. Now I have to think of something to say. Ah, Terry said sometimes the tablet doesn't hold the signal. That's good to know. Or the battery is like, oh, that might be something I could tell her. Plug in her tablet. All right, she's back. Debbie, you're on mute. Can you hear me?
All right.
There we go. Is your tablet plugged in? The battery might be going dead.
It's at 50%. So
Oh.
right. And here eyes according. I haven't.
Debbie, I don't know if you can hear me. At this point, if you can hear me, why don't you log off and then log back on with your computer, and we can chit chat that way. You'll have to take pictures and share it with us over on Creative Crew of your closet.
Oh, because for whatever reason, it's just,
Yeah.
I think it may be too far away or something. Yeah. I'm not sure. Although it's just the next room, you would think that it would be fine. Who knows? But I don't know if you can see this. I did want to show you where I keep my rulers. It's just a plate. I don't know if you can see it.
Yep, you say that's a plate holder that's holding your rulers?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's an awesome idea.
that for me at the moment. Now I'm sure at some point in time I'll get a big old, but not yet. We're not there yet. Well, anyhow, that's it. That's the majority of it. If you can see, just all different kinds of fabric that and pillows. What is the deal with pillows? Oh, that'll be great. I have like a gazillion of them. Can you see them way over in that corner? It's like, really? Why do you need these?
Y'all can see a dumpster for pillows. She keeps raising up. I think the closet's like, no, I do not want you to videotape me today. Do not videotape.
There's some pillows. Can you see those?
Yes, yes, we can see those.
And then way back in the is pillows.
Well,
So
don't step in the closet. Take pictures and post them on Creative Crew because it seems like your closet does not want to be on YouTube's today.
Yeah, it's
and I don't want to lose you. We'll have you back.
Yeah, it's not about that. But I will show you one more thing, and or two. This is another thing that I made, and that's my corgi.
Aww.
But remember these that we did for Christmas?
Yes.
And I can't wait to do the mug rugs. I just have been so involved in making these quilts for that, you know, I've not been able to break away. And also started the whole thing. Monday, tomorrow, I'm starting a new quilt. It's it's Moda Fabrics. Let me see if I can get a little better lighting over here. There. Can you see this? It's beautiful. Oops, wrong way.
My goodness. Yes.
And it just has, so this will be the next large quilt that I have to make.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. Again, these cakes, and this is going to be the backing. Wait. It's so cute. I hope they don't run out of that fabric before I get to that point. Come on. Why does it always? I mean, all of them.
You're trying to show somebody, so that's why it's not going to work.
You're right. You're right. Well, it doesn't know who it's up against. There you go.
There you go.
See, isn't that just adorable?
Yeah. So that's the fabric you're going to use on the back.
I do believe.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's that Moda group again. Y'all probably all know her. It's called Happy Days. And it is a layer cake, not a birthday cake. Deb. And then the small ones that go, I'm going to put like a dark on the light fabric. I don't know. She's teaching us like a square will go on top of this somehow. So I'll show you that when I get through with it.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope you keep us updated.
Yeah. So for a year, it was a year January that I started this journey. And I cannot thank you enough. And I know you hear this all the time, but I truly mean how valuable that you have been to me on my little sewing journey here. With all this COVID and everything that has been happening, it's so nice to just be able to click on a button and be with somebody. You don't know how many hours you've spent in my little craft room here because I'd hit replay. And I hit that 1,000 times, maybe more. But anyway, yeah, I really am grateful that you will take the time to do that. You have no idea, for people like me who's got to go step by step by step. I need to know. So there was one thing that nobody I have seen has actually touched on, but I can't remember what it is, but it's not in any books. It's not anywhere that I can find. So when I let you know, when I find it, I'll let you know. And maybe
Yeah.
you can do something about that. It slipped my mind because I was going to tell you that I haven't been able to find that. And for a new beginner, it might be something that would be helpful, not only to me, but to others as well.
Yes, well, you're in the creative crew on Facebook. So when it pops in your mind, write it down and come over there and send me a message. And if it's something I can make a video on it and help you, it will probably help other people too, for sure.
Yes,
But
thank you.
yeah, thank you so much. It's been so much fun. I'm so glad we also got to see your living space too, because it tells me more about your personality, and it so goes with your outgoing, fun personality. You're just very colorful. I love that you have all of the different handmade things in your creative space. I love that you have the photo wall of your family. It's like they're there with you all the time.
With me all the time.
Yeah.
Not only are they up there visually, but they're always, it's, right here in my heart. Kids do amazing things to you, but these grandkids, it's crazy. It's like, yeah, nice to see you. Come here, honey?
Well, I've had so much fun hanging out with you today. And
Well, it's been my pleasure.
Debbie joins us in the Zooms. And I know I said that a few minutes ago, but if you want to come hang out with us, you'll have to join the creative crew. There's a link down in the description box. We do them randomly, they're not set. You just have to keep your eyes out for a link, but we would love to have you come hang out with us. She's so much fun when she joins in. Thank you, Miss Debbie, so much for being brave enough to share your space. I know that it's going to inspire so many other people. And I just appreciate you so much for doing that. Thank y'all so, so much for hanging out with us today. If you're watching on the replay, I would love it if you left a comment for Miss Debbie down in the comment section. And join us, let's see, Wednesday evening. There's a thumbnail up for Dee's Craft Room Tour. So we'll see you then. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.
We'll see you all really soon. Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.